If this video came into your life, it is not by chance. Manifest 1 million in 1 month. Conny Méndez, coincidences do not exist. Everything that has happened in your life so far is not a coincidence, and the fact that you are here is not a coincidence either. You probably think that to win $1 million you must work hard, have a rich family, or win the lottery. But today you will learn that you don't need any of that. The only thing you need is your mind. Stay until the end. Before starting this video, I want to invite you to subscribe if you want to continue growing as a person and continue strengthening your mind and your spirit. I also invite you to leave your like to support the channel and contribute to this great community of successful people. If you were challenged to earn $1 million as quickly as you could, what would you do? You may think that with extra hours at work and selling some belongings, you can reach this goal. But this process would take months, even years, in which you would miss out on many good things in your life just by chasing money. What would you say then if you knew that you could earn this amount of money in a month and without having to stay at your job all day? Manifesting is not just about money, but about personal growth and perseverance. Using your mind to achieve your goals has always been the trick up the sleeve of the best minds in history. When you strive with passion and determination, the universe conspires in your favor, and one day you will find yourself living the life you always dreamed of. Someone who also dedicated her life to this topic and knows it very well is the writer Conny Méndez, and she captures it for us in her book Metaphysics 4-in-1, where she teaches us quite powerful and practical concepts to start applying the so-called co-creation of reality. This area works directly with the cells, which try to be awakened and begin to act for us. And even though you think it is complicated, this process is born with something as simple as an idea, which begins to spread its light in our mind, and we begin to adopt it, putting it into practice almost automatically, even without realizing it. Art account. But for this process to occur properly, it is important to have the will to reread and reread again the idea we want to learn. And read again until we automatically learn that our brain soaks up all the qualities of the idea will be the initial factor for it to begin to materialize. Let's go back in time a little to understand it better. The creator of this book was born in Caracas on April 11, 1898, under the name of Juana María de la Concepción Méndez Guzmán. She was a Venezuelan artist and teacher who dedicated her life to the plastic arts, dramatic interpretation, and music. But her true passion was metaphysics, becoming known internationally as the founder of the Christian metaphysical movement, traveling through several countries and changing people's lives through beliefs, as you will see below. This lucky lady attended a conference titled The Power of Creating Abundance Through Spirituality, where Méndez explained to the audience how everything we think and believe materializes in some way or another. And that goes for all areas: love, health, relationships, work, money, etc. In general, what we create inside manifests outside. During this presentation in her native country, Conny did a dynamic in which she chose a person from the audience to help her create abundance through her metaphysical treatments. Chance wanted the person chosen to be a woman who mentioned living with financial problems and constant debt. Conny Méndez saw in her the opportunity to change her life and told her that if she followed the steps that he would teach her at that time, she could create a great fortune in a few weeks. The contestant came on stage, and Conny asked the contestant passionately, "Do you believe in the power of your imagination?" Most people in the audience were excited and somewhat incredulous. Few people believed it was possible to create a fortune in such a short time. Conny then said, "Don't worry, I understand your doubts. These occur because they do not live their desires or do not know how to materialize them. But I promise you that if you learn this technique, which I will teach you now, and apply it correctly, everything you imagine and feel will come true." After explaining his idea in depth, he asked everyone present to meet again for a second conference in exactly 1 month to evaluate the results of everyone, and especially that woman who accepted the challenge of applying this technique. Time passed, and to the surprise of the audience, the woman entered the room, and as soon as she saw Conny Méndez, she could not resist and ran to hug her, very excited and euphoric, thanking her for sharing her technique with her. The woman declared that the method really worked, and Conny took the moment to highlight how working on your spiritual area is the basis for your material area to repair itself. Everyone present wanted to know the details of how such a feat had been possible, and that was how the woman began to tell her story. This participant had just won $1 million thanks to some raffle tickets at her son's school. Among the prizes, there were some interesting ones, such as houses and trips, but the biggest of all was $1 million in cash. The woman was not planning to buy any tickets, but then she remembered the words during Conny's lecture, and her intuition led her to buy one of those tickets. And when his name was announced among the winners, he knew that the idea Conny had shared with him had come to fruition. The lucky woman directed the rest of the audience and told them that they are also capable of winning $1 million or fulfilling and experiencing other personal desires they have. But to do this, you must repeat this decree several times every day until you feel that it is real, since only then can you obtain the results you dream of. In order to achieve this goal, it is important that you reach the state in which gratitude runs through your veins and is injected into every cell of your body. That's when magical things will start to happen in your life. Your miracle will find you, and the peace of gratitude overflowing to the point of making your heart jump with excitement. Look for pencil and paper. Write it, memorize it. Make it part of you. But don't forget to put the following decree into practice. I am the source of wealth that expresses itself within and outside of me. I am the source that vibrates and aligns with abundance. I am part of this world of bliss. I am prosperous. I am happy. And so, let me give thanks for the great wealth that I abundantly enjoy today. Remember that thanks to this decree, people like that woman at Conny's conference have radically changed their lives. If you learn to manage the power of your spirit and your mind, you will be able to reflect abundance in your life. And this is as simple as repeating this decree and making it part of you. It all depends on how you use your energy. This woman's story does not have any type of sacrifice or hard work. She simply used the power of her energy to materialize her wishes. And if she could do it, you can do it too. You can start testing the power of this decree right now. I invite you to leave your version of this decree in comments, but do it your way. You can add emojis, underline or capitalize or bold certain words. Whatever comes to mind. There are no rules, but make this decree something personal that represents you and is part of you. Only then will you begin to enjoy its true power. This is just one of the knowledge that will make you take control of your life. But if what you want is to learn more about this topic, then what you should do is become a member of the channel to have 2 exclusive videos a month that will not be on YouTube, where we will be working on rescheduling issues mentally to improve your relationship with money and start attracting it. With practical exercises so that you can take action in your life and be master of your destiny. Plus other benefits like loyalty badges, emojis, and more. If you made it this far, I want to thank you for watching the video. If you like this type of content, do not hesitate to support the channel with your like and subscription.
Type Amen if you feel abundant. Remember to like this video, and give thanks. Watch this important message right now.